Hi, my name is Alexis Arena, and I am 21 years old, and I am from northern New Jersey. I am currently a junior at Temple University, majoring in advertising with a concentration in art direction and minoring in general business studies. My career goal is to work for an advertising agency in New York City. I have a strong interest in fashion, which is why I have chosen this career path. My goal is to get involved with fashion merchandising as well as advertising after graduation. Ever since I was little, I've had a strong passion for the sport of gymnastics. When I made my decision to attend Temple University my senior year of high school, I also decided to continue my dreams of doing gymnastics at the collegiate level. Temple University gave me the opportunity to do this. Over the past few years, Temple Gymnastics has taught me time management, responsibility, and leadership qualities, which will be very helpful to me in the future. Currently, I am holding a 3.6 cumulative GPA and a member of the Dean's List. This past summer, I had an internship with Colay Products, a small company in Morristown, New Jersey. I worked with their social media department, helping them keep their sites up to date, as well as creating labels, logos, and presentations using Adobe Suites. Since the company was small, it was a great place for me to learn the basic business concepts. But I am looking to expand my knowledge and intern with a larger company. While working there, I was able to see how gymnastics has taught me a great work ethic. I was able to manage my time well and take responsibility to meet all deadlines on time. I also learned how teamwork plays an important role in a company. Everyone must do their own jobs in order for the business to achieve their goals. Gymnastics has also taught me commitment, which is very important in the business world. I always try my best and I never give up, even after failing or making mistakes. I think this is a strong quality that I have, which can be very helpful in many situations. If you were to hire me for your company, I can guarantee that I would give you 100% of my time and effort. I also always strive to do my best, and I can promise that I will do the same within your company. My most significant moment happened this past winter when our Temple gymnastics team defeated Towson University for the first time in program's history. After being a part of the team for 3 years and competing against the Tigers multiple times prior, we had never been able to come out on top. Our all-time record against them coming into this season was 0-56. As a team, we had a mission, and it was to go out there and just do our routines to the best of our ability and nothing more. We had practiced hard all week, perfecting our routines and trying to be the best that we could be. That Saturday, when we walked into the arena in Towson, Maryland, I could feel the positive vibes of our team. As a team, we shared many values and visions. We had a lot of talent collectively, and with the sport of gymnastics, it really depends on the day, and the results are in anyone's hands. The meet began exceptionally well that day. I remember we started on the beam, and we all hit our routines, and the energy was high in the arena. For me, beam is my favorite event, but starting on it can be very nerve-wracking. Standing in front of the beam, waiting to present, I was nervous. I really wanted to hit my routine for the team, and I wanted it to be good. I remember telling myself to relax and stay calm, and then I saluted the judge, and it became so real. I got on the beam and cleared my head, and began focusing on the practices I had the days before. I hit my routine, and it was an amazing feeling. We then continued to the floor and vault, where we did just as good. I do not compete floor, so I help the floor lineup stay pumped up by cheering for them and keeping the energy up. After floor, we moved to vault, where I competed a simple vault for my team. I ended up sticking it, which was very exciting. Our last event of the day was bars, which is an event where our team sometimes struggles. We were all nervous and were unsure of what the outcome was going to be. With the fire still lit in everyone's eyes and the momentum from the other events, we kept moving forward, and the bar team hit. It was an amazing feeling, but we were still unsure of what the other teams in the arena were doing at that point. When the meet was over, we sat on the floor, patiently waiting for the individual results. They then began to announce the team places, and when we did not hear a name, we knew we had won. It was an amazing feeling, knowing that our hard work had finally paid off, and we were able to make history as a team. In this class, I have learned a lot about leadership. Leadership is the act of influencing followers to accomplish goals based on the perception those followers have of the leader. There are 4 different types of transformation leaders. The first type of transformational leadership, which we have learned about, is individualized consideration. This is when someone invests in followers one-on-one and learns their needs and interests. An example of this is when a coach confronts a team member and pumps them up based on the individual's work ethic rather than the team's. In my opinion, I feel as though this is a great way to motivate others. Not everyone gets motivated in the same way, and if a leader can recognize this, it can be very useful. The second type of transformation leadership is intellectual stimulation, which is when you challenge people to be creative and build a creative environment. A great example of this is when a coach sets goals for his team and then teaches the motivated followers how to achieve them. This can be an effective type of leadership if the leader is able to set clear and defined goals. The third type is idealized influence, which is your personal leadership foundation of how you have lived your life based on how others see you. Inspirational motivation is the fourth type of leadership, and it's when you create shared values and visions among your followers. A great example of this comes from the movie Miracle, in the scene where Coach Herb Brooks gives a speech to the U.S. hockey team in the locker room when they are playing the Russians during the Winter Olympics in Lake Placid. The whole team had the same values and visions, and they had a strong mission to win against the Russians. Coach Herb made it clear to the players that it was now their time to go out there and win. With this mentality and great leadership, they were able to beat the Russians and win the Olympics that year. There are strengths and weaknesses of transformational leadership that you have to consider. Some strengths of transformational leaders are that they are very passionate about what they do and they share their passion with everyone. This type of leadership always starts with the individual and then spreads among the others, which can be very strong. But there are also some negatives as well. Transformational leaders sometimes get caught up on what they believe, and it's hard for them to see the big picture, which can be a downfall, as well as always believing that their visions are the right ones, when sometimes they are not. Overall, transformational leadership can play a huge role in an organization or business and can determine the success of a company.